Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I'm back with another reading. We're going to dive right into a quick message here. I want to talk to the Divine Feminine Collective a little bit here because I do feel like I want to bring through messages from your Divine Masculine, okay? I'm hearing very clearly Divine Feminine. He's admitting to himself that he just wants to be loved by you, okay? And that's a big thing. I do feel like, in the previous reading that I did earlier on today, I talked about like getting to know each other, and part of falling more in love with you is about your personality. And I feel like someone just wants to be loved by the type of person that you are, okay? And we have been talking a lot about this, right? It's in the little things that you do. That came up in one of the other readings. I do feel like that is just what someone is saying in terms of admitting what they want out of this. I'm hearing clearly decide so that it comes to you now. I think that's the very soon card in the Romance Angel Oracle deck. But I am hearing that, it's like they're clearly having to decide what it is they want. And I feel like the universe is allowing you two to bond, okay? That's why a lot of these physical experiences are happening for many of you. That's why you're in and out of communication with them. And as much as you're in and out with them, I feel like each time it just gets more exhilarating. It gets more exciting. The bond really does deepen because you're actually getting to know one another rather than feeling like fixation on one another's physical appearance, or sometimes you put each other up on a pedestal when you aren't physically there getting to know one another. So I feel like all of that is kind of breaking through. And a lot of physical experiences are being orchestrated, and it's happening very serendipitously for many of you so that you can believe in the magic of the journey, right? So a lot of you might be strangely bumping into your counterparts. You might be seeing 717 a lot, 1111, just combinations of 222 or 333. It'll just stand out. It seems like it's following you. You might just check your phone or the time, or whatever the case is. You might see license plate driving by, phone numbers, I'm seeing the signs on trucks and stuff that drive by, the phone numbers for businesses. A lot of these numbers are following you to let you know that you are on the right path, okay? You are able to trust the signs and trust a lot of the feelings that are happening to you, especially on a romantic level, okay? So let's dig into the Divine Feminine's energy, and we'll see why they want to be loved by you, okay? So I'm hearing that you're really passionate, okay? You're real sexual, you know what I mean? You're a real sexual thing. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because I feel like you're maybe just comfortable with your sexuality as well, Divine Feminine. And whoever you are, you're very touchy-feely, okay? I'm feeling very Queen of Cups energy. Touch is very important to you. This masculine as well, they really love that. I mean, gosh, what man doesn't, right? But they love physical affection, and I feel like you have a way of just being able to pick up on when it is they need that passion. And I feel like it's just your touch, it's electric. Your touch is electric. I want to burst out in the Sean Desmond song, but I'm really gonna try to avoid doing it. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do it, and I did it, and I'm really sorry. But that might be a song synchronicity for some of you as to how it is they're feeling for you, right? I know in one of the decks I do have the eel as well, the electric eel. That could be a totem for you guys right now. So you could pause the video, go look up those two things, Electric by Sean Desmond, check out the lyrics there. And in regards to the words passion, okay, allow your heart. That's a big word, allow. Somebody has to allow themselves to feel this and experience this. He's admitting to himself that he wants to be loved by you. It's allowing himself to actually admit that it's damn, I can't live life without that kind of passion now that I've experienced it. Okay, and then also look up the significance or symbolism of the eel. Okay, because there could be some messages in there for you in terms of how it is they are feeling, but they want to be loved by you because you're passionate. You pay attention to the small things, the little things. Okay, and I feel like physical affection is really important to you, okay? So it's you wake up in the morning, you need to kiss this person. If they have to leave to go to the convenience store, you have to kiss them, before they leave, or you have to hug them. Or, it's the way that you greet them when they walk through the door. Oftentimes you can't fake that shit. and this person just can't get enough of how passionate you are. And you could just be very passionate about life in general. So I'm seeing a divine feminine who, like, you're just enthusiastic about life. You could be enthusiastic about yourself, your health, your spiritual development. I feel like your home as well creates like a really passionate space. Like you could keep it nice and clean, and like there's certain little like details around your home that really suggests that you're just passionate about life. Okay, you might have that aura about you as well, where it's like people are just really drawn to you. It's like when you say something, people are really drawn to you. It's like people are just like, wow, like I really like being around that person because it's like they uplift me. Or that's probably how your masculine feels when they're around you, is like you uplift them. That's why they want to be loved by you, right? I see somebody coming home after a hard day's work and it's like, damn, it feels so good just to sink into your energy, because it literally just like brings them back to life. It revives them. Okay, and on top of that, you're just like very affectionate and touchy-feely, and like whoever you are, your loving is really good. Okay, ooh, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Interesting that this card would come up, but I do feel like it's maybe just things not feeling the same, right? Like we've definitely had this combination of cards come up a lot of the times in the readings, and it's been coming up more and more the more we talk about the divine masculines, just feeling this big energy of like the divine feminines again, right? The presence, right? Realizing that the presence of the divine feminine is not going anywhere. It just gets stronger, especially when you think separation happens. That's always so hilarious to me, is like when a lot of the karmic situations, they like really do get excited about the separation energy. Whereas the divine feminines, I mean, when you really step into awakening, I get excited personally about separation energy, because I'm like, oh goodness, some tea is about to be brewing in the background. You know, it's always hilarious to see the masculine circle back to this energy of wanting to like release that, you know. And then it's like the separation energy ends, and then all of a sudden they just want to come back to you and feel this again. Because the thing is like the more they try to force these situations, like a lot of your divine masculines, they one of the lessons on their journey, you see how the title of the reading is about him admitting to himself that he just wants to be loved by you. Part of this karmic situation that they're in oftentimes is like they really do want the validation and love of the karmic energies, but the karmic energies, they don't know how to really like connect on that emotional level, right? That's why they're karmic energies, because they're meant to make you stay in those karmic loops of being attached to everything except authenticity, okay? Always chasing after, you know, like the fast life, right? And that's why it feels so empty. No matter how much fun you have, at the end of the day, when you come home, it's just like a hollow feeling. And that time at home, I think it really outweighs a lot of the going out and partying and stuff like that, because I feel like, you know, maybe you mirror that energy as well. Like you already have that down packed in terms of like your space, right? A lot of you feel like your home is a safe haven. I feel like whoever they are, they can't stand being at home with them. This person that they're with also, too, probably can't stand being in the same space as them. Or also, too, like their energy just seems really all over the place. Like they just haven't found themselves yet. Like I feel like your divine masculines are realizing that they want stability with you as well. Because as much as they used to love adventure, there's a part of them that's wanting to settle down and call a place home. And all they can think about when they think of that feeling of home is you, okay? Yeah, look at this. Release your ex, and then we literally have the surrendering card here coming out. Okay, so I do feel like that is part of this reading, is somebody admitting that they maybe just want to be loved by you. You guys have been through a lot on this journey as well, like a lot of back and forth. And this is what I feel like you guys always surface back to, is like this passion between you two, despite a lot of the trials that you may go through on this journey. It's a number 17 here, which reduces to an 8. You know, divine masculine, divine feminine are really attracted to one another because of spiritual growth. It's like an energy about you, an air about you that it's like you can't resist, right? Other energies start feeling really like stagnant and like there's no more passion there. A lot of the times relationships that you were in prior to meeting your counterpart, they start feeling like a roommate or like just somebody that you're living with, but like you're not really like in love with, you know? Like, and oftentimes too, when divine masculine, divine feminine connect, they literally cannot think about anything else but like, you know, having intimate encounters with one another all the time. And I feel too that's part of this passion card here, because you two like you're awakening you know, that kundalini energy within you, right? And oftentimes that's rooted in like the lower chakra area, which we know is, you know, it can be like that sexual energy. So something too that's coming up in this reading is that they want to be like loved by you in other ways as well, not just like emotionally loved, but like centrally, passionately, physically loved by you. That's why these energies here are coming up. Somebody is resurfacing, like you guys are resurfacing back into one another's lives to admit this. It's just not the same without you, you know. And I feel like her endearing way of looking at the string around his neck, or the necklace around his neck as well, is I don't know, like I just feel like there's this underlying energy between you two where both of you will eventually come out and admit this truth. It's like, I really can't do this dance with anybody else. Like, I really don't want to. It doesn't feel the same. You know, and many of you have been in situations where a lot of your divine masculines have been okay with pretending. I'm seeing that through this reading, and we might even see it just kind of play itself out throughout 2025, and then in 2026, it's going to start coming out in the readings where it's like, okay, this year was just like, oh, that, you know, all of the excuses as to why it is they stay. I feel like next year is going to be like, despite those reasons, many of them are making a getaway. Okay, there's no more afraid of like, there's no more carrying the weight or the luggage of other people, okay? Because this union energy is just going to keep growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And the universe, I'm hearing, is just going to keep aligning the path to be more and more clear for you both to be with one another, so much to the point where it's like, what is really holding us back? Nothing, right? A lot of the karmic energies and the holes and the contracts and all of these things, they're going to get dissolved just easier and easier. The divine feminines are in this lightness of being energy as well, where you guys aren't fighting it, so you're not creating a lot of karma. Many of you are just kind of going with the flow. You're remaining accountable. You're holding other people accountable. You just have a lightness of being, and things can't help but align. When you're relaxed, your divine masculines can't help but feel that pull towards you, right? Feel drawn towards you, because you're not panicked over the triggers, over the karmic games, over many of your masculines indulging in karmic energy and then bringing that to you. It's like you're just letting it go. A lot of you are just going with the flow, and it's making your energy seem like just really passionate. Somebody wants to be loved by you, and all of this like strength, right? You bring so much clarity to them that they're now starting to feel this empowerment within them. Right? I want to live like the divine feminine and make decisions that make me feel empowered. Right? Now I want to surrender and walk away from things that don't feel as fulfilling, because you know what? When I'm home with whoever this person is that's not my ex right now, like I long for the divine feminine. I long for the passion that exists there. I long for the conversation. They long for your lightness of being as well, because I feel like both, like you're showing off and also demonstrating a lot of the spiritual growth and maturity that you've experienced, and somebody is just dying to be in your presence, to talk to you for hours, to pick your brain. They could be getting bored with the person that they're currently with and realizing that they're growing out of alignment with that person, right? Like many of your masculines could be shifting in ways where their soul just is hungry, right? It's hungry for knowledge. That's king energy. When they put the crown on, it's like, oh, the crown represents, like, it's literally pulling in energy from the top, the above. So it's like they're so thirsty to just talk to you, because I mean, many of you have been in the trenches, right? All of the spiritual stuff, dark night of the soul, having to deal with the karmic attacks, while your masculines were oblivious, maybe even joining the karmics with the attacks. A lot of you were like, I done been through some things in my time. Now your masculines are like, please tell me about it, because I want to do what you do. I want to be as resilient and strong as you, because, I mean, who is this passionate about life, really? Who attracts abundance so easily in their life? And many of you are like, yeah, you know what, damn right. Damn right, it's because you're seasoned, your experience. You know, you were sent on a mission. Many of you are getting your merits. Okay, we have reconciliation. Okay, somebody is going to make their way back, but this time around, like, a lot of you aren't going to be dealing with the excuses of like your masculines coming in and then saying like, oh, I can't leave because of this. It's like, no, like it's time to take care of business, right? People are putting on their big girl pants, big boy pants, you know, dealing with business. Now you want to romp in the sheets on them. Well, you better be damn accountable for it. You better be prepared to answer questions about it, right? You're going to be about it, be about it. I feel like that could be just the energy, the tone that you are setting, divine feminine, you know? And I feel like many of you just moving the way that you're moving, and all of this integrity, honesty, upfrontness, right? This brashness, putting everything on the table. Your divine masculines can't help but look at you and feel like, I can't help but trust you, but because it's like you're clearly showing me you ain't got nothing to hide. And a lot of them too are also they're feeling the push as well to just start living more authentically. They have no choice because they know they can't come around you and be any which type of way. You're going to see through it. And they themselves fumble when it comes to trying to outsmart you or lie to you. Like the way they deal with some of these karmics will just shut their mouths and believe anything the Divine Masculine says, right? Your Divine Masculine, I'm feeling the reason they need to release this is because they just have an air about themselves when they go through these karmic energies that it's just like their way or the highway, and then they experience zero challenge, zero soul growth. But when it comes to you, I mean, you call them out on shit, right? You make them feel like, damn, I just want to correct this and grow so I could come back to that lovin'. You know, how ironic is that, right? Whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you make that pull-out game weak. You know what I'm talking about. They love it. They can't get enough of it. They shouldn't have opened up Pandora's box, but they did. And you tried to warn them, guys. Check out the last reading. I will link it in the cards above somewhere in this reading for you guys to see. But that's what's up here, okay? Somebody effed around and found out, and now all of a sudden they are faced with this conundrum, which is just like, I want to release somebody and speak my truth. I want to be loved by a woman like you. Like, I don't want you to get away. Right? It's been a theme lately, I think the past couple of weeks or so. They don't want you to get away. They don't want anybody else to have this passion, this loving, this exclusive kind of VIP shit that you offer. Like, they want that. They want that on their team. Like, just you and them. And that's it. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys for this one. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, my links are in the bio. I am on Hipsy.com. I do personal sessions one-on-one. You can pick up the phone and call me, or we could do a chat texting session. And if you guys would like to join the membership section, I do offer more sensual 18 plus readings for you. Quite the little library I have going there. I would love to have you guys join me personally. If you need me, I am here for you through this crazy journey. Okay, guys, I love you. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.